From every human perspective, all hope of victory at the Battle of New Orleans was deemed impossible for the Americans. There was so little arms and money that General Jackson personally visited the convent of the Ursuline sisters, begging their prayers for an American victory. Then, what the city experienced was one of the greatest military triumphs at the hands of the Mother of God, a miraculous victory. Our story all began when a great fire broke out, engulfing much of what would later be known as the French Quarter. Keep watching to find out what happens next. Howdy, and welcome to America Needs Fatima. My name is Adrien Fonseca, and if you enjoy these videos, be sure to share them with your family and friends. Spreading videos of Our Lady to more people is always a good thing. Now let's move on to our story. A series of miracles, really. In 1812, a great fire broke out in New Orleans. The Ursuline sisters had to flee their convent, which was in danger of being destroyed by the inferno. One of the sisters wrote an eyewitness account. She said, quote, "Hastily, the Superior Reverend Mother St. Michael commanded the nuns and schoolchildren to leave the building. As she herself turned to go, she was horrified to see Sister St. Anthony, one of the old nuns, climbing the stairs. Following her, Reverend Mother discovered she was carrying a small statue of Our Lady. As the Superior watched, Sister St. Anthony hurried to the window on the second floor. She set the statue on the sill, facing the fire, then knelt and prayed with great confidence. Our Lady of Prompt Succor, save us, or we are lost." At that very instant, the wind veered and the flames were blown back over their path of destruction and soon died out. Amazing. You see, a few years before, this same Mother Superior fell on her knees and made a vow in return for Our Lady's help with a special intention. She promised to have Our Lady honored at New Orleans under the title of Our Lady of Prompt Succor. And so she commissioned a statue and the devotion spread. Now I'm particularly fascinated by the next miracle in our story. During the War of 1812, General Andrew Jackson was quickly dispatched for the defense of New Orleans, and he arrived in October of 1814. Jackson stood at the head of a few thousand little armed to unarmed men, and as 1815 dawned, it became widely known that more than 8,000 of the finest British troops were preparing for an assault on the city. The British themselves were well aware of the total lack of defenses and were confident of their victory. So, General Jackson personally visited the convent of the Ursulines, begging their prayers for an American victory. The night before, Father Dubrog led the city in prayer before the statue of Our Lady of Prompt Succor, praying for a miraculous solution. This is incredible. I wish we saw more of this kind of Catholic devotion from modern-day leaders in this country. If you agree, consider joining our Child of Mary group to help spread the message of Our Lady of Fatima. We are on a mission to spread this kind of devotion to every corner of America, and you can be a part of it. Click the link in the description down below or click right here to find out more. Okay, back to our story. Remember, General Jackson had just finished praying to Our Lady of Prompt Succor for a miraculous victory. On January 8, 1815, the Americans readied for the assault, and as the morning dawned, a dense fog covered the battlefield. But what happened next stunned the American defenders. The British soldiers began hearing conflicting orders, and in the confusion, the elite of England's army collided with one another. When American spies gave the signal that the British were in range, Jackson gave the order to fire. British General Pakenham was unhorsed and killed early on, and no natural explanation exists for the chaos and disorder that reigned among the invading troops. The lone remaining general sounded the retreat after a mere 30 minutes of engagement. The aftermath of the battle had the defenders jumping for joy. According to numbers verified by General Jackson, more than 2,600 British soldiers lay dead or dying on the battlefield, while the Americans counted only 13. Half of the American troops never even fired a single shot. And it was all said and done in only half an hour. General Jackson rode to the Ursuline convent to thank the sisters for their prayers. He later wrote to them crediting their prayers with this stunning victory against the British. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's story as much as I did. Our Lady of Prompt Succor hastened to help us. Thank you for watching, everyone. May God bless you and Mary Immaculate keep you under her mantle. God love you. Thanks for watching. To save souls, there needs to be more Fatima-focused content on YouTube. If you agree and you want to help me make more videos, please join our special Child of Mary group. As a Child of Mary, you'll get a beautiful Fatima pin, plus inspiring reports on America Needs Fatima work to save souls. Click the link in the description below to learn more and become a Child of Mary. God love you.